Gemini, it's the Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing a reading for you, and we are now currently at the 8th of September. Gemini, thank you for stopping by. This reading is for, well, the next week, and I hope it resonates. So please hit the thumbs up if it does resonate with you and your situation. I'm going to do the reading a little different. Let's look into what is happening in your energy at the moment, Gemini, and then I'm going to look into love and who is showing up in your energy as a collective for those that have Gemini as a sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. So I am ready to do your reading. Okay, I'm going to do this. So the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, a payout is coming your way. It is also, you are receiving. You're going to be at the receiving end, Gemini. And it could be a new job, financial increase, of course, but it can also be an offer, a new opportunity that you're focusing on. I find here that in the past, you had a painful experience when it comes to love. It can also be a time where you did not believe in love or did not even believe in your path when it comes to love because you felt detached from it based on losing your belief in love. I feel that now you are looking at everything different and a fresh way, new way. You will be, maybe you were not so keen to socialize and now you want to socialize. You see the value in socializing during this week. You are stronger. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. But you have not lost your innocence. You could have Leo in your chart as well. And your intentions is to, there is something that you need to release through the dark night of the soul. Maybe you are sort of fearing the worst, Gemini. It could be that you are fearing the worst or the worst news because you have been disappointed. But as the Mercury enters Virgo, it should be tomorrow, especially for those of you that have Virgo in Mercury. I mean, that would be like, you will feel, your mind will feel sharp. You already have a sharp mind being a Gemini. You can easily comprehend complex patterns, processes, and problems. So whatever have made your mind to feel quite stuck and kind of in despair, this will start easing up. You are receiving a nice surprise. You are feeling more creative. Your heart feels lighter. You feel suddenly there is a shift from one day to another, Gemini. And it is because you are releasing this pain that you've been carrying. Time heals all. You have spent your time, enough time crying. You have spent enough time feeling this, what should I do? Where is my path? Why can't I decide as well? You see also the strength. She has the infinity symbol on her arm. So it is that it's the inevitable that you have the strength to do, you know, to go the path that is meant for you. But you might have lost the passion, the drive for this path because of being disappointed in love. Because, you know, you did not, the outcome that you expected didn't happen. And maybe you were stuck on an outcome. Like there is another outcome you see here. She's being offered. It's like there, you had a time, maybe you were bored of love and thinking, gosh, it's just, there is no one for me, feeling negative about it. But that is being released. So you feel relieved as well, Gemini. You're definitely opening up to the new, opening up to a new path. You could meet someone or get together. You're getting together basically with friends, and or you're meeting someone at an event that is possible. Someone is going to offer you commitment, Gemini. This person could have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in their chart. Let's look at who is showing up in your energy and see if that is the same person. You will actually, your intentions is to get, you know that you cannot really stay in this lane forever. You know that you cannot really, you cried enough, or you've been stressing about something enough, difficult times. You know that it will go, but you are not ready before you're ready, basically. And it can be so many things. It's easy for others to say when you're, when you're feeling in some type of way. Yeah, of course, just get over it. Every person have their own emotional release, and I feel that it's not really, I'm seeing that you have been in a bad mood or anything like that. No, it's to do with love specifically, that you had to, something had to shift internally, and something you didn't want to face as well, and now you have faced it, and now you're stronger because of it. There is this detachment from love. You're like, don't come anywhere near me. I don't feel it. It's almost like your favorite meal became your least favorite meal. And you're like, I don't like food even. Right? So that is about to shift. And it has to do with this inner strength that you have, but also that you have gone through the natural healing. Time heals all. So you could definitely have Leo in your chart, but this person, they see you as someone very warm, sensual. They love your sense of style. They think you're very intelligent. They find your smile very contagious. You make them feel special. You make people feel special. They like what they like about you is that you always have a youthful spirit, and you are playful, so that's something you never lose. But the Five of Swords, there is someone here playing games, or they know that they are not being honest. And their intentions is to, okay, let's pick up where we left off. Let's pick up the communication more so. They want to get out of this place where they don't have access to you. So if we have Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, yeah, I'm getting 3 as a crowd. If a person was in a relationship and that was known or not known, and you were attached to them while they're in this relationship, of course, that's then an issue. So I feel here that in their feelings, they actually, from playing games around the situation, from not really being fair or not really speaking up about what happened, basically, I feel that, yeah, something they didn't speak up about that caused pain for them. The final outcome, so many of you could have Virgo in your chart, but certainly you are going to change and shift your intentions about love. It is because you are releasing pain. This is not forced. This is going to happen. It will happen based on your own experience right now, and you could find that you've been in agony over a situation that is going to be released, and you will feel like, gosh, I'm so relieved this is now over and done with. It is possible as well that someone here, again, with the Empress, they have a mother of a child. It is possible they see you as someone that they could feel also intimidated by you, or they feel that, oh, they stay where they are because, or they go with someone that isn't really compatible when it comes to, okay, helping them evolve in some shape or form, but they just stayed. They kept the third party. They kept the entertaining a third party situation. They kept investing, or they stayed in a situation where they will then lose the partner they ideally wanted, and that partner is you. So you turn away and saying, okay, well, I'm going to be tough. I'm going to be tough here. I'm going to say, no, I want to commit. I stayed with you because I wanted commitment. But if commitment isn't what you're offering me, and I'm finding out that you have included a third party, and if it has to do with that and secrets and so on, like that's out in the open, and you are leaving them or have left them, and that was the best thing you could do. I see that if that has happened and the two of you have a child or you have a family, they will come back to you, but it's going to be, the ball is going to be in your court, because of this healing that you are going through as well. You will, when you're coming into like your grounded self, when you have healed, when you're coming into the neutral way of your feelings, then you will know, okay, when this person come towards you, or if they come in with an offer, do you have feelings for this person? Can you, whatever happened, do you still have feelings when you have gone through your own healing? I think that's what it's about. So if you're in a relationship or have been in a relationship, and what has happened in this relationship is going to be dealt with, that's up to the relationship, to people. So that's something you're making that judgment when that happens. Do you see someone change? What did they do as well? So I don't really see the devil, which is a good sign. So I feel there's no, like, they haven't repeated something. This could also be that this person, they didn't, they did invest to move into a relationship, but then there was a time where they were seduced by someone, and that they felt that you were not, but perhaps, and they lacked confidence, and they could have done something foolish. Doesn't mean that they had to be with a third party. That was the outcome. It could just be something that they didn't defend the connection. Because I see this person is really hurting from what happened. Yes, okay. So someone here have clearly, this could be a father of a child as well. They have clearly done something that is hurting them, and that was found out. I'm seeing here almost like a classical, okay, they did something they didn't tell you the truth about, and this ruined a relationship that was happy. Was it worth it? What they did, if they, this could be something to do with a party, or it was something, it's for you and this person basically to decide, okay, how bad was that? Because it can just be so many different situations. But regardless what exactly it was, the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords is something about hiding that information, which they knew would, when it came out, it would definitely make you pass a judgment, and you will be very, very much hurt by this information, and you were hurt when you found out. Yeah, there is something about, this is a person that did something to do with a third party. It was immature. Someone could have also set them up, and they see the truth of what they've done. They are, in a way, facing the truth. There could be a child that you have together as well. They are facing the truth with that. If you're dealing with someone that had air elements in their chart, they are sort of seeing the logical truth, or the logic, what would be the punishment for this behavior. That's what I'm seeing here. So it's also them, they could go through a period of being like rebellious, or almost in their mind saying, oh, well, I'm going to pretend that I will, I want Gemini, but then I will, they will go through this. See, I see that they find a reality harsh. Yeah. The reality of, if you've been in a relationship with this person and that's all they wanted, and they done something foolish, and that was based on lies that came after, like, it was with a fool underneath. So they'd made a foolish mistake of not coming to you if it was something that, information about you and them that was known to a group, but then it came towards you through a group, through gossip, and not through them. That was almost worse than being faced with them telling you something. So it has to do with their lack of communication, and allowing other people to be involved, and not really showing loyalty to you. And that could cause that they know that you love them, but you have now turned away because the logical, it didn't make logical sense to what they did. Their intentions is to come together or be with you because the Ten of Cups. Their intentions is to communicate. Their intention is to put you on the pedestal and give you the time that you need to forgive them. They will keep coming at you with an apology. If it's not really the classical, like I'm talking about someone did cheat, or I'm just giving an example here, it's something that they will have to prove themselves because you don't trust them the way you wanted to trust them. So that has shifted, and now they have to, like, they basically have to find their way back to you, Gemini. They have to find sorry, yeah, I'm not going to use this deck. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess here now suddenly. Okay, all right, sorry, I've done a few readings now and I didn't clear up. So, but the strength that you are showing in the situation is the best way to heal the situation, because you are not accepting. I see that you are holding back, but in a way which shows strength. You are doing what you know is right. You are not accepting small gestures or apologies, and neither are you feeling that you want to accept just an apology just for the sake of it. You are in this place of strength where you have said the ending. The ending is there. The commitment we had, again, what happened is, for me, ended. It has to go through a transformation. And how you are looking at each other, because you are looking away, they are looking straight directly to you. They know that they have to, I see that they have to do something they haven't done before, which will require for them to go through this growth and transformation. That the only way here would be for them to offer this commitment, marriage, but they have to offer their wisdom with it. They have to offer, there is something about karma around them, their ego perhaps, that they were faced with, and because of that, releasing the control year of the ego. So if you're dealing with someone, they could have water elements in their chart, or you might have as well. It's an ego has been dropped, or it needs to be dropped here. It is possible for the ego to drop, and that you and this person can again align. But I see what's happening, Gemini, is that during the journey of being strong, because you know it's the only way, you are following a traditional approach when it comes to, okay, what strength do I have to show? If you're dealing with someone that's in a third party that say, oh, I love you, I will leave a third party, for example, if that was the case, and yeah, we will get married once I've done that, that's not good enough. You need something solid. You know that this person, they have to show, they really have to show it. And so it's also hard for you to be strong, but you have to, what someone have to show, and if you let them come forward or allow them to just kind of be lenient with them, you know that you will regret it. You might feel stubborn. You might feel that you are too prideful. You might feel that, oh, what have I done? Am I expecting too much? So you could feel, Gemini, especially for those of you that are dealing with this situation, you could feel, gosh, am I asking too much? Am I being too harsh on them? And you are going to be up in your head, because you can't really ask anyone about advice, because the advice will be, like, there is so much different advice about it. So it looks like you are deciding not to listen to anyone when it comes to advice, and that for you, the self-love is to have these boundaries, which is, what they are, and you almost want this person to follow that. Almost like if they are the right person for you, they need to follow these steps back to you. That's the only way. If they don't follow these steps, that they should know how to do it or what they need to do, then you have to let them go. And for you find that period is very hard. So hence why you're watching reading today as well. So you are finding like, gosh, because it is like you are kind of waiting, kind of not. Yeah, because you love this person, but you cannot really, you are deciding here to say, okay, these are my boundaries. I have to do this, but at the same time, you are like, gosh, it's like a very difficult boundary to have. It's really difficult because this person will communicate with you. They will also apologize. If you were to ask people's advice, they'd be like, well, they're doing everything right. What's the big deal here? It's you that know what they have to do, and no one else can actually see it. It's to do with your feelings. It has to do with you getting out of the Four of Cups. Now, there could be someone else as well showing up on your path. This person might have Leo in their chart. But you want the commitment, you want the family to be together, you want to maybe have more children as well. So someone that you have a past life connection with have hurt you because of secrets, because of something that was left in the dark, because of maybe they could have, I see that someone, you are the Empress, and they could have, I mean, it's just anything from someone having a fling or even someone flirting with someone. It has to do with information that wasn't shared to you that made you feel that I don't want to be in a commitment with this person because I know enough. It has also to do with how you felt. It's not so much about the, I'm seeing it's like, oh, well, on paper, I should really accept this person because they have said to me, they regret it, they're said to me, they're not with this person. I know they don't have love here. I know that there could even be conflict. Maybe they went back to an ex. So it's something like that. You know that this person don't love the person that they have spent time with or where the conflict have come up. You know that, but that's still not enough for you. I'm just seeing that you know what you want, and it has to do with like a person, like it has to do with them leveling up really, and you can't even tell them how, but you just know that they will find their way to do that if you are meant to be. That's what I'm getting here, Gemini. So yeah, you are going to spend time on yourself, on your business, your creative endeavors. If you have a child, you spend time with your child. You are also focusing on Gemini to have that feeling joy again with yourself, because Four of Cups is not a nice feeling. Four of Cups is like, I definitely know that there is no love for me there and I feel bored of love. That's not, of course, a good state to be in either, because even if you know that that is because of someone have hurt you, that is the only person that could fix it, you also know that why am I feeling that if I am the one that pushing them away because they're not being who I need them to be for me to feel that is worth the commitment, why am I feeling then lost without them? So you could go in and think a lot as well. So you are strengthening yourself, strengthening your self-love, I would say. It's like you want to explore a journey, Gemini. I find especially this week that is like, okay, the meaning of life. You could be feeling a bit philosophical. You could feel like, okay, why am I going through the Nine of Swords when I am the one saying I want the Nine of Swords? What is the outcome of the Nine of Swords? So we have here the compromise, and this could be. So basically this compromise here. So this is Japanese. This could be. It is from, like, in the courts of the ancients in Japan. It says that there, like, the attendants in the court was actually selected from petty criminals who were castrated because of their intimate familiarity with the activities of the court. They were often the center of the political and social intrigues and exercised a great deal of power behind the scenes. So this card here is telling you that, or reminding you that the sleazy and conspirational situation that we can go into when we compromise our own truth. It is one thing to meet another halfway, to understand a point of view different from our own and work toward harmony of the opposing forces. It is quite another to cave in and betray our own truth. So if we look deeply into it, we usually find that we are trying to gain something, whether it's power or the approval of others. If you are tempted, be aware, the rewards of this kind of compromise always leave a bitter taste in the mouth. Don't be clever, otherwise you will remain the same. You will not change. Half techniques on the path of love and half techniques on the path of meditation will create much confusion in you. They will not help you. Ask for help is against the ego, so you try to compromise. The compromise will be more dangerous. It will confuse you more, because made out of confusion, it will create more confusion. So try to understand why you hanker for compromise. Sooner or later, you will be able to understand that compromise is nothing to help. And compromise may be a way of not doing in either direction. It may be just a repression of your own confusion. So what I'm picking up here, Gemini, from many of you, it is the reason that you might be faced away from someone is that you know that this person, the truth is that this person will not completely, leave someone. It's almost like they can be the one saying to a third party, if that's involved here, if it is like a practical situation, it would be like, oh, I have kids with this person, of course I need to see them. But if it's the compromising your own truth of saying, I don't want that really, I don't want this situation at all, but this person could offer you marriage, they could offer you a new beginning, they could offer you all the love in the world, and they are the one that is saying that they want to be with you. But if you know this ending happened for a reason, and if you feel that it has to do with like, okay, if I leave, it will be a third party getting the victory, but let's just wait until they miss me so much till they come back and they will beg me, and I will then get my victory and then I'll leave them. So it is very much about the truth here. That's what I'm seeing, is what is the truth of what you really desire and what you feel at peace with. Is if someone have done something to hurt you and the situation, it's like it will be deep rooted, but because otherwise you wouldn't be so stressed about it, and it's made you lose faith in love. If this person come back and you kind of know that they will say exactly what you think they will say, because that's just how they are wired, and you say yes and they are so happy and you both live happily ever after, because that's the possibility here for the two of you. So it is that this is what I'm seeing here, Gemini. It is deciding which path you are going to be on. What do you want to remain in the Four of Cups? Meaning you have a victory here with someone that, this could be material, wealth, love, like you feel very happy and safe and stable when you're with this person here, but it has also to do with winning. You're winning on top of instead of a third party. It has to do with why am I staying here to win? Is it to win? Is it because I don't want to go out with my head held low, because I actually then should have left myself, because I'm not living in my truth? I think all of us are faced with this almost in many different areas of our life here. So it's a very common topic. But the strength that you are gaining, Gemini, from being in solitude, or even being in pain, you don't even have to be in solitude. You are saying, okay, you know what? I discovered a truth deep down within me. I discovered this truth, and you know what? This break, this heartache, this pain that I experienced, it was to open up a new beginning and a new path. It was to show me something else. And that I have to leave this my old way of thinking, because then I will not be on the path. So this could be for you as well, like for many of you, Gemini, you know, because here you will be deciding, Gemini, if you are, for many of you, you will have a decision to make. Do you want to stay in a very stable relationship? On paper, it will look beautiful. You have someone that is devoted to you. But the truth is, something has happened. And there is still something behind the scenes that will never really fade. but you have the stability. Because most people will say nothing is perfect. So it's kind of like everything is perfect enough. So this is not about people, this is about your own truth. Or do you go this path on your own? But many of you could be a single mother, single father. Or do you go this path alone because you know that you will only remain in this Four of Cups if you stay on this stability path, so to speak. Yeah, so you could leave the commitment. You could study something new. You could seek out a new relationship that have not happened yet. So I feel for many of you, you are going to make a decision. You are going to make a decision that's very difficult to make. Yeah, and only you will know. Yeah, only you will know, Gemini, what path that is. Because you are faced with someone apologizing, especially if you're in a relationship, and it will make the most sense to be with them. This is a good opportunity, like it's, you know, you will receive the marriage, you will receive the happiness. It will be very difficult to say no to for many of you. But something was sabotaged. It will be an offer to rebuild it. And it's going to come down to your own values, Gemini. The abundance here is you. Your positive mindset, you're manifesting everything you want is coming for you. And if it is because you're choosing the situation and you're making up excuses, it could be, well, I stay for the kids, or I'm too old, or I'm too this, or I'm too that, then again, you are faced with the truth later on. If you here go and say, okay, if someone betrayed me, they have betrayed me, okay, I appreciate their apology, but if I say yes and I'm going with them, it is because I am the one now winning. If I say no, I will go through the dark night of the soul. This will not be easy, but I know that I'm worthy of this love and this abundance. I am worthy of so much more. So if I say no to this tradition, if I say no to, okay, this happens, I will have a new path and I will have this happiness elsewhere. And I see that many of you are going to be very strong. Very strong. Many of you are doing something that most would not dare to do, have the guts to do, say no to someone that could be like the perfect mother, the perfect father, the perfect spouse. This is something that is offered to you that has wealth, that has everything, and you could, most would tell you, Gemini, that, or you're making a big mistake. So I will leave it at that, Gemini. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video, and leave a comment.